Oh, are we going?
What do you have
we're up.
against
You push the go button. Okay.
Oh.
These things come upon me so fast. I don't.
8:30, baby. Time to start. Let's go.
Well, I was all caught up in the Christmas conversation starting November 1st, which is totally weird.
What?
But anyway,
Doesn't like pilgrims.
All righty. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Loan Officer Breakfast Club. A special Wednesday. It's a Wednesday with Owen Lee, which we normally don't have. We normally have on Thursday, but we're going to do it on Wednesday today. It's all good. Tomorrow's going to be a special day as well. And, of course, Friday, we have the great Chris Johnstone for part 2 of our AI 101 basics that we've begun, which is super cool. Yeah, man. So good stuff. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Let us know in the chat where you're at, what's going on, how's the weather, whatever. Just warm us up in the chat. I'd like to say hi to you this morning. Okay, let's kind of look around the room and see what we got going on. I tell you, who's standing out to you right now, Kristen? Take a guess.
Adam Charney.
Oh, that wasn't my choice.
Well, he's got a dancing background. How could I not?
He does have a good background. I saw that yesterday. Yeah, that is pretty cool. All right, Adam, let's talk to you. Then we'll go to my choice. Go.
How are you?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Doing well. How about you?
Man, doing great. Really am. Yeah, I'm going on vacation next. Oh, by the way, team, I'll be on vacation the entire week next week. So,
But that doesn't mean we're not doing the Breakfast Club.
You're going to have the crazy people running the asylum, while I'm away. Is what's going to go on. So,
no rules.
Yeah.
No rules. You know who else is standing out to me? Because he's kind of got like this Chippendales background right now. It's Carl. Do you see Carl? He's got a black shirt and a button. He's got this like really cool background going on.
He does look like he's ready to start a performance.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
What do you mean Chippendale?
Yeah.
So you just like have this really like 70s vibe going on right now, I guess.
And quite the mischievous look too. He's just like
that's what happens when you're in a sleazy hotel outside the outskirts of Phoenix, Arizona.
Carl,
no better place to be.
Carl White being associated with the Chippendales. I've heard that once. I've heard it 1,000 times.
I know. Yeah. So cool. I was actually looking at Holly Lyle. Hi, Holly. How are you? How's it going? You doing good? Can you unmute? Say good morning.
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. Thanks for asking. Appreciate that. Where are you located?
Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
That's like 20 minutes from me, Holly.
What?
Yeah,
a PA girl.
From me. Yeah.
Another PA girl.
Lancaster is the home of horse and buggies and whoopie pies. And if you don't know what those are, Google it. Well, maybe.
I don't know. I'm afraid to Google that.
Maybe don't Google that. It's an Amish treat. It's an Amish treat. Maybe don't Google that.
Well, hey, man, before we get going with Owen Lee, it is indeed, Flux Capacitor Wednesday, everybody. So, Kristen, get the Flux Capacitor into the chat so we can officially announce how much time is left. There it is. The Flux Capacitor is officially there. Guys, I don't know how to tell you this, but there is a whopping 14% left of the year. 14% left. So that means there's ample time to catch up on all of the goals that you have not met. Right? Lots of time. I think it's a whopping 7 weeks or something like that. So plenty of time. So with that in mind, how you doing? How's it going to look? You guys going to finish the year where you wanted to? Say I'm going to hit it, or, I'm going to miss it. Let us know. You're going to hit the year where you wanted to hit it. Let us know. Come on, put it in the chat. How you looking?
Hey, Frank, by the way.
What?
Did you know, wait, let me think. So Lancaster, so Holly, did you know that for one day, when was this? In 1777, Lancaster was the capital of the nation.
Yep.
For one day.
Really? How can you be the capital for one day? What was it? How did that transpire?
The Revolutionary War had just started.
Okay.
And so the brass of Washington fled from Pennsylvania, and they went to Lancaster. And for one day, it was in September. I don't remember the date, but in September of 1777, for one day, it was the nation's capital.
You guys ever notice how Carl has all kinds of crazy, random, useless information that somehow finds its way onto the Breakfast Club? It's just interesting.
Carl's got the cool facts, and I'm over here.
He's got a brain just swimming around with all kinds of things.
No, that was thanks to Miss Gall in the 4th grade. we had to learn all the cities that were the capitals of the United States.
And you remembered it.
And if you wanted to go outside for recess, you had to state it. And so, yes, I do remember that. Miss Gall, God
Carl,
bless
if
her.
you'd like to go out for recess now, you can. It's approved.
I can. I feel Miss Gall would be proud. Her memory lives on.
What are you doing in Arizona? What's happening?
There's an event here, and a mortgage event, and really interesting stuff. I can't wait to come back and share it. So I've been tracking down the presenters, and we got a great lineup for our complete loan officer classes that we have every Thursday at 2:00. We've got a stunning sessions coming up here because this was eye-opening here. It was really, really, really good stuff.
Stunning sessions.
Yeah.
Now the Chippendales thing is starting to make a little more sense.
Yeah, it's making a little bit more sense.
Yeah,
so.
indeed.
Cool.
All right.
Well, it's a good thing because we know there's not much going on with the government, and like, interest rates are stable, the housing market's stable, and there's just not too much news going on here, is there, Owen?
There's not, but Owen, before we get to you, I just need to let everybody know.
There really isn't a lot going on with the government. So.
Yeah, true. But hey, just so you guys know, it's the Christinometer. We have to disclose that on Wednesdays too. There's only 57 days to Christmas. Just so you know.
Good gracious.
All right. So where are you guys at on your shopping? Done? Kristen, done?
No, not done. But I prefer to be identified as aggressively festive, if you don't mind.
Aggressively festive. I like it. All right. If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time. All right, well, good stuff. Well, now let's get to Mr. Owen Lee and the mortgage market update. Now we got all that stuff out of the way.
Two things. Listen, I've been on here for 6 minutes, and I've learned two important things. Kristen Simpson is not a fan of Thanksgiving, and if I ever go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Carl White is my phone a friend.
There you go. That's right.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Oh my goodness. It's full of knowledge on the Breakfast Club this morning. I hope not to bring down the average. All right. Listen, I unfortunately am traveling tomorrow, so I couldn't come on my normal Thursday, which was a total bummer because there's a Fed meeting today. So I would have loved to talk to you all after the Fed meeting. We'll see. To keep in the Christmas motif this morning, is Chair Powell going to be a Grinch, or is he going to be Santa Claus? I have no idea, but we've had a pretty good run of it lately. Jen, if you want to throw it up there. So here's our mortgage-backed security chart, and I just want you to look at this because we are in a pretty gosh darn good spot right now. If you just take a look at this, this is a 1 month ramp up to the Fed. We are pretty well. We've had about 110 basis point run up in the last month, and we are pretty gosh dang at the best rates we've had probably since May of 2022, June of 2022, somewhere around there. So we've got rates at a 42 month low. And the best part about it is it's relatively stable. We've tied where we were last September, but we only had those rates for about 4 or 5 days. And I read a lot of stuff online yesterday afternoon preparing for this morning's appearance, talking about, and it got a little too wonky, so I didn't bring it, but talking about how Powell may or may not ruin it when he walks up to the to the microphone because, they come out with the statement. People almost bypass the statement right now because it's so similar every single time. They go to who voted, which way. They want to see downside dissension. And then the market hangs on every word that he says in the press conference. And for the most part, Powell has been a wet blanket at the Fed. He's been the one who's been more hawkish. He's been the one to talk about the need. He was really bitten hard by that whole inflation is transitory. In 2022, the Fed was late to the game in raising interest rates, and it really caused a period of higher inflation. The Fed and the government with just wild spending even after COVID was really done. So we'll see. We'll see what he says. We talk about this all the time. If I were still writing loans in the field like I did for so many years, I would be locking today because you got a 40-month high, and I just think every time Powell steps to the microphone, the downside risk is greater than the upside gain. I'm not anti-Jerome Powell. He is an immensely smart man. I have a lot of respect for his career, but recently he's just been more the Grinch than the giver when it comes to interest rates. I really don't know what to say. So anyway, and again, we've seen this run up more so in the lower bonds. So we'll do a show on this once, but when you guys look at your interest rates, the lower interest rates are susceptible to moving, especially gains, more so than the higher interest rates. If you're looking at something in the high sixes or the sevens, and the market's rallying, you get almost no movement with that interest rate because nobody wants it. Nobody in the secondary market, no mortgage holder, no bond holder, no servicer really wants an interest rate that starts with a 7, unless it's maybe a non-QM loan, because they just don't think it's going to last very long. The servicers that are refinancing their servicer book are firmly in the 5s, and that's what the market is looking at. So, but we've had a tremendous run up. So congrats to everybody who's on the Thursday class with Carl, everybody who's in the Alliance, everybody who's done the call blitzes. This should really be paying off for you right now. Everybody who's done Carl's refinance class, which is excellent. Those folks should really be the primary beneficiaries of what's going on right now. And hopefully it will stay. I think we're a little removed from, the herky-jerkiness. The only thing that could really sideways us, I think, is unemployment numbers that are better than what they are. Because, inflation is kind of rested in the very high 2s or at 3. And the market is a little more worried about inflation right now. So I would be a locker today. I would absolutely be a locker today because that conversation about, hey, interest rates went down some, what can we do about it is so much easier than calling somebody up and saying, hey, it cost you $2,000 more to close today than it did yesterday. So let's go to the next slide if we can. So I got this from Housing Wire, but it was all over the place yesterday. Mortgage rates hit a low of 2025, 6.13 on Tuesday. That's the tracker in the Mortgage Daily News. Housing activity has been stronger the latter half of 25, buoyed by mortgage rates that are trending closer to 6. And you saw, 30-year fixed rate mortgages, they're all the lowest, even for FHA is going lower also, as did jumbo loans. So you got better rates across the board. Conventional Fannie, Freddie, FHA, VA, they're all very good. And just that last quote right there, Mortgage rates have now held relatively stable over several weeks or trending better, which is important because it takes a little time, right? We all have Barry Habib. We all have Mortgage Market Guide. We have Market Watch. We have all these tools. Bloomberg, some people have, where we watch every basis point. We pay attention to it. The general public's not like that. They might see a 30-second snippet on ABC News or Fox or CNN or whatever their flavor of news is. It takes a while. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks for lower rates to make it into the public consciousness. So we're nearing that point in time right now. We're going to see evidence of it in 1 second. So can we go to the next slide, Jen? We got a few extra slides this morning. You guys might want to take these slides, especially this one, put your information on it, and hand it out to the realtors. As you can see, this is a slide going back to April 1st of 2024. I put this in there specifically so that people could have something with a lot of white space that they could put their information on. But it shows they should, this slide with your information superimposed on it should be in the inbox or the the text box of every pre-approved and looking that you have. Come on, guys, time to go. Look at where we are. You got the lowest rates in 18 months. Let's go get them, right? I think they're going to stay here for a while, but anybody who says they know, sorry, they're lying. Nobody knows. So take this chart, absolutely, and put your name on it. Give it to every one of your realtors, every one of your pre-approved and looking. I'd send it to everybody in my database because you don't know, high credit card bills, high consumer debt, equity in the home. It's all there right now. We got a great story to tell. So congratulations to us after 3 hard years. Couple of other slides real quick. So market has priced in 2 more rate cuts this year. There's a 97% chance that we're going to get a rate cut today. That's what the market has priced in. And nearly 90% of traders have priced in a December cut. See that bottom paragraph right there? Nearly 90% of traders believe there will be a second 25 basis point cut in December, which would bring the Fed funds rate to 3.5 to 3.75. So again, the message with the previous slide, the October cut and the December cut have already been priced into the market. Interest rates are not going to fall on a Wednesday in December. I don't know what the date of the Federal Reserve meeting is in December. It's going to be the first couple of weeks of December. That cut's already priced in right now, and you can see it on that chart. So again, maybe take this one too and show it to your realtors, show it to your pre-approved and looking. And here's our last little piece of evidence right here this morning. This is, I get this every Wednesday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon. It's the MBA mortgage survey. You can't talk about it until Wednesday morning. I'm here on a Wednesday, so it was just eligible for release about 90 minutes ago. Mortgage applications in the MBA's weekly survey increased 7% in a week. 7% in 1 week. Again, lots of white space. Put your information on this, and show it to people because it's time to go. This is evidence, a 7% increase in a week. This is evidence that the lower rates are making it into the public consciousness, right? Because the previous week we had like a 1% increase. It was a nothing burger. So 7% increase in a week is great. So I would take these slides, I would put your information on it, send it out to your folks, and use them. So just ending a little bit of fun. You don't want to use these slides for anything, but I was in Las Vegas about 8 days ago, and I did move up the ladder, as we've talked about. So I'm no longer the vice chair. I'm the chair-elect of the MBA. That's the number 2 position. So I was very fortunate. The picture on the right was my 3 kids, Mara, Patrick, and Declan. So I was very excited that they made it out to Las Vegas for that moment. And then you see the honey badger in there. She was there as well. And Madonna Blanchard, Dave Sparling, who runs our secondary desk. I was very blessed to have a few people out there with me. So still chugging along. I got the 7th and 8th trip to Washington, D.C. lined up between now and Kristen's favorite holiday to do some more lobbying. And also ran into Sammy Davis Jr. and Frank Sinatra while I was in Vegas. They go to Vegas. They live forever. I think Carl knows them from the Chippendales days back in the earlier days. So, if y'all get a chance to go, Frank and Sammy are alive and well. So anyway.
Wonderful. Great stuff.
Lots of good stuff. We got a great story to tell as an the best story we've had in 3.5 years. So all those folks that have been sitting on the fence, I got to wait for interest rates to come down. I got to wait to do this. Now is your time, right? We got a post-COVID high in inventory. We've got highs in equity, highs in consumer debt, lowest interest rates since May of 22. Time to pound the phones, guys.
Wonderful.
So,
great stuff. Thanks, brother.
And the timing of this is just perfect, Owen, because on Thursday, I'm having a guest speaker, one of the guys that spoke here at this event. He's doing a class on Thursday for our members called Extreme Follow-Up. And like what he's doing, it was fantastic. And so it's like a roadmap for these top producers. How do they follow up without feeling pushy or disorganized? It was impressive. And dude, this guy's got 20 loan officers on his team. And the mortgage company is probably, I'm just going to guess, there's about 400, 500 loan officers work for the company, somewhere in that neighborhood. So get this, of the top 20 loan officers in this company, it's good size kind of the top 20, all 20 of them are in his branch. And they started using this follow-up system, and it's just, the results have just been unbelievable. So we all know the money's in the follow-up, and so he's gonna map it out this Thursday at 2:00. So make sure you're there.
That's amazing. Hey, Carl, you wanna follow-up fact that I learned in Vegas?
Tell me. Well, I'm not sure. This is PG. This is PG. Right.
Listen,
easy.
I just spent 5 nights in Vegas, and one thing I would recommend to everybody on this call is don't go to Vegas for 5 nights. Including 4 straight days of not seeing the actual sun.
Right.
Inside the hotel complex.
How they are. Yeah.
But so there was a company there, and I'd be happy to talk about this on some Thursday if you guys want to hear about it. There was a company there that is doing agentic, so it's the AI agent making outbound calls to leads, to predictive analysis leads, and they found that their system connects with the loan officer. Their average is on the 11th call.
The 11th call.
The 11th call is when they make the most connection. Most consumer direct shops, right? So these are people wearing headsets and whatnot, stop calling after 8 calls. Retail loan officers, us, I fear that number might be 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And so I just think those words, what was it? Extreme follow-up?
Extreme follow-up.
I'm very excited to learn something like that.
It was absolutely fascinating.
I'm a believer already. Yeah.
And part of the secret is the tracking of it. Which I've been guilty of. My tracking is a little spiral notebook that I keep on my desk, and come to find out that might not be the best option.
There might be better ways.
There might be.
Well, as Chris would tell you, I bet AI agents always track their calls.
Yep.
They probably do.
I bet they do. Hey, Owen, when you were out in Vegas, have you done the Sphere thing yet?
I have not.
Dude,
I have not.
the Sphere. If anybody's on this bend of that, it's unbelievable.
Is this
It
a
is.
concert,
The fuck are
360-degree
you
concert
doing?
venue or something like that?
Woo.
No, it's in that big sphere. I'm sure you saw it. So
Yeah.
so you go inside of it and they play movies, but the movies all around you, and like you're
Wow.
in the movie. You're part of it, and like you can't describe it. It's trying to like describe color to a blind person. You can't describe it. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. Next time you go out there, go check out the Sphere. It's
Well,
if you get motion
I'm not going
sickness.
for a while, but I'll put
Yeah.
I'll put it on the list.
Yeah. So yeah, make sure you go to that. So I did not watch. Somebody mentioned the Wizard of Oz. We're going. That's where we go New Year's Eve. We go to Vegas. New York got it's a little crowded there, so we go to a much more quieter place like Vegas.
Yes, much more tame.
But
Yeah.
we're going to. But we went there last year or earlier this year, and they have this like hour movie that they play in, and just kind of demonstrating what it does and everything. It's worth the trip to Vegas all in itself. I'm telling you, it's impressive. It's really, really, really impressive.
Wow.
What's
I'm
weird too is
sorry I
they have
missed
the
it.
outside of it is always doing something too. So right?
Oh,
It's like
dude! But when you're
the outside
inside
is
that
like, what in
thing,
the world? Yeah.
it's like we were in a canoe going down a rainforest, and it's like, dude, I mean, it was like the most ultimate Disney ride ever. It was like
Wow.
unbelievable. In fact,
That's
like
cool.
I needed to go up to go powder my nose, and I was afraid to walk, because it's like putting a pair of VR glasses on. You see
Yeah.
people falling over. It was just a giant virtual reality glasses on.
What a
It was
trip.
impressive. When they start doing football and like you're at the game. I mean, it's impressive.
What a
It's
trip.
impressive.
Very
So,
cool.
yeah.
Hi, thanks for enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube. I just wanted to drop in and remind you that if you're a newer loan officer and you're trying to get to that 2 or 3 deals a month, or if you're seasoned and you're trying to get from 50 to 60 or 60 to 80, Mortgage Marketing Animals has you covered. We've got the full gambit from start to finish, top to bottom. Everything you need is at mortgagemarketinganimals.com. There's a reason that mortgagemarketinganimals.com is the #1 mortgage coaching platform in the country. So check it out, mortgagemarketinganimals.com. Hey, let's address the slide situation. I think if you put slides in there, we'll get it to you no matter what. But just for safety, Jen has been dropping it into the chat. So if you see the slides in the chat, you might want to download them. Yeah, well, we'll just make sure that they get the slides. Rick has got his work cut out for him, but you know what? He can do it. He can do it. So, yeah, good stuff. All right. Well, cool, man. Well, what a great day. Thank you, Owen Lee. It's always a pleasure. Thanks for taking your Wednesday, your free day of the week, to hang out with us and give us all this info. Appreciate that. And,
Hey, and I'll kid aside, Owen. Hey, I just want to thank you so much for your time that, frankly, you donate here to us and for the industry in general with the MBA and, a very strong association that has our back, whether we're bankers or brokers, like all loan officers, they have our back.
Yep.
And we appreciate your generous time with your generosity.
Well, thank you.
With your time. So thank you, brother.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, the industry's been very good to me, and I'm guessing it's very good to all 300 of us on here. So
yeah,
happy to do it.
Awesome. Well, you know what? I had a chat with an originator yesterday. Called me up, Carl, and just wanted to chat, and say, help me, and it's a guy that's been doing biz for 24 years and, is doing about 2 deals a month, something like that. And he was asking me what he should do. And this goes right into what we were talking about today. And I said, well, you've been in the business for 24 years. Did you manage to hold together some kind of a database that you have access to? He goes, yeah, I have a database. I said, how many people are on it? He goes, 1,000. I said, brother, you need to join Animals immediately. Okay. And get on Call Stars immediately. Yeah. And just start dialing those people, my friend. And you are going
Simple script.
Simple script.
Simple
right?
script.
And that's what we're supposed to be doing today. Today is Wednesday, and that's what we do. It is so easy. It's so simple, guys. These people already know you.
And speaking of which, So being Wednesday with the Fed, I would block out my Thursday.
Yep.
And I'd go get the refi toolkit. It's in the members area. Just doing the search refi toolkit.
Okay.
And it's an exact script of exactly what to say. If you want to shoot a little short video, you can do that. And it's got an email that you can send out. And tomorrow, like if the Fed cuts the rate, tomorrow would be a great day to send out that email. So the people that's been doing it has been just getting just unbelievable results out of it. The little training video, I think it's literally like 5 minutes long, 7 minutes long, tells you exactly what to do. Everything's ready to download. So make sure you go check that out. And I'd set about 2 hours tomorrow.
At least.
Maybe instead of calling my pals tomorrow, I would call my past database. Maybe I'd switch it up. Maybe I'd call my pals today. In my past database tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, bro, 1,000. He has
crazy,
bro. Like I told him, dude, just all week, just call those guys. All day, hours a day, just call those guys. I guarantee you. November, you're going to kill it. December, you're going to kill it. January, you're going to kill it. You're going to do just fine. So anyway, that's the message for everyone today. Owen Lee, once again, thank you. Carl's words come from all of us. Yeah, go.
To see what's in the chat from Tara.
Yeah. What?
Tara McCafferty just put something in the chat. She said, I can attest to the refi campaign. Just hit over 5 million funded this month.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. There's a ka-ching. Yeah. And there's one of these. Yeah. Amazing.
And you know what they say, Kristen?
Every 5 million
helps.
That's right.
I'll take half that in cash, Carl.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah. All right. Let's get out of here. You guys have a great day.
Sounds like George Bailey, Kristen.
I mean, of course. One of my favorite movies. The best movie ever.
See you guys tomorrow. We'll have a Kristen's Corner tomorrow. See y'all later. Adios.
Great day, everybody. Thanks for being here.